Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome to Saturday morning's Messages of Love from Above. I'm excited to be back and thank you guys for your patience while I was away on Wednesday and Thursday. So I'm excited to see what messages come through from Spirit today. If you notice the chat disappeared for a lot of people, do not worry. I screen captured it, so I will go off of the free readings for that. But before we get into the readings, I do want to send love out to the world. So if you'd like to join me in doing that, I, of course, welcome that the more of us that gather together and multiply unconditional love out to the world, we do make a difference. One of us sending love out to the world transforms the lower vibrational emotions and of fear for a million people. That's how powerful unconditional love energy is. So when one person does it, it converts and transforms a million of those lower vibrations. And the more that we gather together and multiply it, it's not even adding together, it multiplies it. So I really appreciate all of you that join me in doing that. So I'm going to take a big deep breath and come back to right here, right now. We just let that unconditional love flow down into our heart, fill us up, and it overflows out to the world, circling the globe in beautiful, beautiful, unconditional love energy, sparking each human heart, every heart that is able to raise its vibration higher and higher for the collective. And of course, if you are in need of unconditional love in this moment for your own heart, your mind, your body, for a loved one in the outside world, for a relationship, a situation, whatever it may be, we send this love to you as well. And you can just take it in like a giant sponge or like a tree takes in the sun from the sun, the sunlight from the sun. Just let it absorb into your being and do what your higher self would like it to do for your life. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me and doing that and allowing me the space for that. And before we get into the readings, I do want to make sure everyone knows. Let me just take a quick screenshot here in case any of this disappears when I pop out the chat here in just a moment. Um, I have introduced memberships recently, and here is the link to the video here. Um, I tomorrow will be 1 year since I started doing live readings on YouTube. So it's been a fast year, and a lot of you been there since the beginning. So in this video, I have a big thank you to all of you who have liked and subscribed to the channel, shared the channel with other people, commented on the videos, been here present, attending the lives, seeking after spirit. All of that is not a small thing, and I have a big, huge thank you. In the video, it talks about weekly giveaways for members, and then if you watch the video and comment, even if you don't become a member, you will be entered into a drawing at the end of the month for more giveaways. So please watch the video and comment and get into the drawing if that is something that you would like to do. So I'm offering 2 levels of memberships. One is the Zen Cricket, which is $2.99 a month, and you get access to these emoticons, and I have additional giveaways that will be, in addition to my weekly subscriber, giveaways, and it helps support the channel. The Praying Mantis level is $7.99 a month, and with that, you get access early to my pick a card readings, my Take 10 with Zen. I'm going to be doing meditations here coming up, and you'll have early access to those things. And then also after each of these sessions, I do these for like 2 hours, And after it, I have a special praying mantis level membership, free readings. So you have access to that special as well. So if you're interested in doing any of that, please check out the video. And if you're not interested, still check out the video for the big thank you, and you can enter the drawing. And then, as I mentioned, excuse me, we do have move my coffee here. Just I'm going to spill it. Um, we got 2 days left for my subscriber um, video here. Let me see here. Oh, it's a little too big. Let me just shrink this down a little bit. There we go. All right. Had one too many characters. So this is the every Monday I have a giveaway for all my subscribers, a drawing. And on Tuesdays I put out the video announcing what I'm giving away the next Monday, how you can get into the drawing, and other giveaway news. So if you're interested in getting into that drawing, you can check that out. And then each week I do put out at least one pick a card reading. So I have a ton of pick a cards available on my main channel if you're ever seeking some additional um, messages from spirit. This week was, how can I transform betrayal? And of course, in these, spirit talks about it's not wrong. There's no right or wrong emotion to feel. But when we're bored, when we've ridden that roller coaster enough around betrayal and we're like, I want something different. This talks about three different ways, a pick a card, on how you can transform those. And then, of course, each week I also put out to take 10 with Zen. At least I have been for the last, 9 weeks. Here's episode 9, which is about the empath bubble. So, all you empaths out there that feel people's emotions, this is a video that's 10 minutes or less each week where we talk about how to connect with spirit, how to connect to our inner power, and where I answer questions from my subscribers. And the empath bubble talks about how, when you have empathic abilities, you have this flood of emotion, right? And how you can put up a shield, a bubble of sorts to help not take on everyone's emotions, realize what are your emotions versus others, and what are your inner child's emotions. So there's like three different areas it briefly talks about in that video. So if you want to check that out, those are all free. And like I said, praying mantis level, you get advanced access to next week's already, which episode 10 is about what is the real gift of the empath. Ooh, mysterious, I know. All right. So those are the things that I wanted to make sure everyone knew about. Um, because I like to make sure you guys know what free things are available and drawings and different opportunities. So that is that. And let me go ahead and make sure here I got all those captured, I believe. Let me just make sure I've got everyone. All right. Yep. So we've got down to Julia there. All right. Hey, Julia. And let me just pop out the chat and we'll get started here on the readings here in a moment. All right. So it kept at least those. That's good. And then if you are new to my channel or new to these readings, welcome, first of all. So glad to see you here. And we do how the free readings work. Oh, actually, I was going to say we have a great group of people here. I always like to celebrate the soul family, which you are welcome to become a part of. We have great sense of humor and huge hearts. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. It's a wonderful, safe space, and it's full of love and laughter, which is I love. How the free readings work? I do go down in order, first come, first serve in the chat. So there's no special list. The chat is the list. YouTube sometimes deletes the chat, which I screen capture as it's being created so that when it disappeared today, half of it disappeared. I still have that and I will go off of that list. But I do go down in order. First come, first serve. You just put your question out there. If you don't want to put your business out there, you can just ask for a general reading or for guidance, and spirit knows what you want. If anyone makes a donation, like Miss Mia Mia, thank you so much for your donation. Um, I do honor those energy exchanges and I do prioritize those readings. So I step outside of the free readings. I dive deeper into those. And then when I'm done, I return back, try to get through as many free readings as I can within around the 2 hours that I'm on. I will be bugging out at 12:55 to catch my 1 p.m. Mountain Time praying mantis free reading session. So I'll start closing it down around that time. Um, but if you want me to prioritize the reading, a donation of any amount uh, is what I'm looking for. I don't look at the dollar amount. I don't have like set dollar amounts, is what I was trying to say, because I know you're giving from your heart, and everyone's finances vary from person to person, day to day, country to country, planet to planet, whatever. So I get it, and I honor that. And you can make a donation using the super chat at the bottom, and in the pinned comment and description box of the video, I have my Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, and Square. So however you want to do that, boom, that's how you can do it. All right, so that is how it works. Uh, Mia, you are first up. Thank you for your donation. Hello, dear. Hello. And I'm going to be using the Chinese tarot and the Sun and Moon tarot today. So I'm starting off with the Chinese tarot, and I am doing so much better. I still have a little congestion, so if I cough, I apologize. I will try not to cough in the microphone. Sinuses, sinuses. Fun times. So you want to know, what will F's behavior be towards you in your next meeting? Ooh, is he going to feel and act romantically? All right. Let's take a look here and see what else Spirit wants you to know here. So what are we going to do here? Okay. Let's take a look at these. All right. Well, it looks like they're a little shy here at first. Because we've got the 3 of coins, 3 of pentacles, which is this fear of being true to themselves with this combination here. Because we've got this 5 of swords, which is conflicting. They're conflicted in their mind between, the fears of being rejected if they show who they are and share their true selves, in their heart. So there's like this battle going on between their true selves, which is the 3 of coins, and this idea of who they're supposed to be. So I feel like they're a little shy, a little timid to share who they are, because they've done it before, and it didn't go well. So they were like, oh well, I they had the people they met before were very high expectations, supposed to be, should be's, and it made them um very, like, timid to show their heart. It's like if you give your heart, here's my heart, and they take it and they throw it on the ground, they stomp on it, roll it around the dirt, and hand it back and go, here. You know, you're very hesitant to show it to others. But I see here, because what they're looking for here with the full card, here's the 7 of swords. Again, more of the thoughts, the beliefs, the mindsets of that have deceived them, where they felt betrayed and had loss in the past, of being stolen from them, and opportunities. And the full card is this: they're trying to let go of all of this stuff. The world card, which comes before this last card in the major arcana, the full card being the 0, the first. The world card is leaving behind old cycles, old ways of doing things, because they hate feeling restricted and bound by all those old fears. So they're moving, trying to move beyond it, and have this no expectations on anyone else as they meet, because right now they kind of have these expectations that people are all the same, that you know they have all these expectations of who someone's supposed to be, and when you're not, you let them know it. And I like this change they're trying to make with all of that, because they have been doing their inner work here with the hermit. This is where the kind of the timid feeling came in a little bit here too. And the 5 of pentacles are these feelings of lack and abandonment and being left behind, being left out in the cold, which is what they experienced before. So they've been on this inner journey around their worth, and so they might just be a little tentative with the first meeting, right? You said towards or your next meeting, right? Um, Let me see here, because we were asking what he's going to, what his behavior is going to be. So, I don't feel like he's going to act romantic. Okay, well, he has attraction for you. Let's see about emotions here. Okay, and okay, those two. All right, let's see what we got here. Yeah. So we have the page of stabbed, which is the page of wands, which is new passion. So there is attraction, energetic attraction and physical attraction. So we like that. Romance is more love, right? Which I feel with the high priestess that there is, it's below the surface. The high priestess is able to dive into the hidden. And right now it's kind of hidden because, again, they hide their heart because people stomp on it, right? So I like all that. And here's them overcoming their fears. They've got this whole journey here, the Knight of Coins, slowest moving knight, but they're on a quest for their worth and relationship to the outside world. And they've got the fears that they have around not being whole and complete. But they definitely are on this journey of recalibrating how they see themselves in relationship to the outside world. So I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Very, very good. All right. And I think that is it, what they have for you right now. So thank you so much for your donation, Mia Mia. I greatly appreciate that. And and we will move. Let me just scroll down a little bit here. Hey Nova Supernova. Thank you for your donation. It's about to skip up to the free readings, but we will complete yours first as soon as you pop your question. I don't think I saw a question from you yet. Yeah, I like that too, Mia Mia. It feels like they had such a smack in the face a lot that this feels very good for them. You are welcome. All right, so Supernova, thank you for that donation, Eagle. Why does a particular artist song haunt you? Spiritual connection to it. Is there spirit guiding you? Let's take a look here. And so haunting, a haunting song. Okay. And what is this about here? Okay. Yeah, yeah. Everything has its purpose, right? So we've got the first card that came out is the Devil card. So this would be the haunting, that's coming in here. There's this energy of Saturn energy, which brings stuff to our face. There's no, it's not subtle, is a good way to put it. Because it's like, here, psh, and you're just like, you cannot not see it. And so the haunting, the song that comes, and if you keep hearing it or it impacts you away, it's because it's the Saturn energy wanting to challenge some things in your life to bring forward, a change, a transformation for you. And one of the big things that it's helping you with here, the 4 of Cups, it's offering you a new type of love, a higher love, which brings you to the 9 of Cups, which is emotional wish fulfillment. So it's like, yeah. So it's there to release some old beliefs and thoughts and mindsets that are not there for you to help you towards your dream. It's releasing some things that are keeping you held back inside. So it's more subconscious that it's impacting. And yeah, because you've got the 5 of Swords here, which is this internal mental battle going on. You have the Ace of Swords, which is seeing things from the higher perspective. It helps bring clarity from, again, with that devil card, old belief systems that make you feel small and limited and restricted and unworthy, and those delicious lower vibrational, but there's higher vibrational that you're being called to take within your hands here to move forward. And it's a double-edged sword. It allows you to see the power of higher truth while cutting away the small t truths. So whatever the trigger is, it's those are being brought up on purpose, not to remind you of them, to go, look what you did, or look what happened, blah, blah, blah. It's to allow you to transform them and to release you from their power, because you do step in here to both the page of wands and the magician, which this is about you stepping into your power, and it shows you how you can, it's within your hands to transform these emotions, these things, that experiences, whatever they were in your past. It allows you to definitely transform and take your power back into your hands, because page of wands is like the magician holding a wand. It's getting to know your power and then stepping into your power here. So I like it for you. It's definitely on purpose, for a purpose. It is spirit guiding you. So when you might journal just what feelings come up around the lyrics, around the music. What is it bringing up within you? Because that's what you're able to be released from. So I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. So that is what they have for you. I like that you can't avoid it. You can run, but you can't hide. But that is what they have for you. That's kind of what your music is gonna do to others. So, just realize it now. You're like, "Oh, okay. I respect it, because that's what's gonna happen on your side too." So, I like it. And that's what they have. So many blessings to you, Supernova. Thank you so much for your, donation there. And I'm going to leap to the deleted readings, first here, that I had screenshot after I take a sip here. We're starting off with Rishi. Hello, Rishi. You'd like a general reading? Let's see and see what spirit has for you here. I'm going to do one card readings for free readings today, just because there's so many, and I want to get through as many as I can within the 2 hour mark here. So we've got the Six of Coins, the Six of Pentacles, and this does bring in dual energies. One, that we have the possibilities of having abundance come in, where we have enough to even give to others. But at the core, the Six of Pentacles also has this energy of us realizing the out of balance giving and receiving that we have in our inner child. If you haven't checked out the Take 10 with Zen, episodes 4 and 5 talk about these restrictions. I think it's number 5, but 4 and 5 do both talk about fate. And there's this energy around the Six of Pentacles. It specifically talks about that allows you to release things. So if you're feeling, especially, that you've been wanting things like love and abundance and jobs and promotions and whatever it may be, but it feels like it's being repelled away. That's our inner child at the control of the force fields going, nope, we don't deserve it yet. So there's some Six of Pentacle work that can be done. And if you check out those 2 episodes, they do have tools that help with that too. Probably something we've talked about before, I imagine, but it's great reminders, and definitely what spirit is nudging you to right now. So that is what they have for you, Rishi. So many blessings to you. And then Vidi Jalan, you are up next. So what message does your higher self have for you? All right, let's take a look here. What does your higher self want you to know right now? So you have the Ace of Coins. Ace of Coins, Ace of Pentacles is a great card. It's this message of you're going through this transformation of looking at your worth in relationship to the outside world in a different way. And the Ace of Pentacles shows that the more you look into your self-worth and self-love, there's a great opportunity that is possible to come into your life. But it does require you kind of raising that vibration of self-love to invite a new type of opportunity in. Because of course, when we do what we've always done, we get what we always got. But when we raise our love vibration, we stop attracting that old stuff and we start bringing in higher vibrational experiences, individuals, situations. So I feel like that's what spirit wants you to know right now is there is this great opportunity. It's just connecting higher and higher to this unconditional love that allows you to fill up and it overflows out to the world. But it also opens up these pathways to allow great love flow between you and individuals and you and life. So I like it. So that's what they have right now for you, VD. So many blessings to you. And Marie Jones, you are up next. So, will your relationship get better with your partner? Let's take a look here. See what we have here. Well, you have the Four of Coins. The Four of Pentacles does talk about stability in the outside world. It's a feeling of home, and so it's fours are solid numbers here. So I feel like it does get better, but there's also a message with the Four of Pentacles where we realize that when we're looking to the outside world to fulfill us, we're going to be disappointed because what we're truly looking for is inward and upward, which is the eternal, unconditional love of the Creator. When we're defining ourselves by the outside world, what happens is we feel very unstable because that outside world is unstable. Because we're taught to define ourselves, right, by three different areas: relationships of any kind, romantic, friends, family, whatever, situations, jobs, education, and things, our bodies, our bank accounts, cha-ching money, right? Our possessions. And of course, people change, people pass away, people walk away. So relationships ultimately are unstable. Situations never stay the same. And things, they break down, they deteriorate, they blow up, they burn down, they're stolen. All of that is unstable. So when we define ourselves by it, we feel unstable. It's because that's retail price in the outside world. It's how we are trying to define our worth. But self-worth, capital S self-worth, inward and upward, where we connect to that upper self-love. So I feel like that your relationship can get better there, but it's this energy of, you got to turn inward and upward, and it changes you from being disappointed in your partner because they're not giving you what you're looking for because they can't. Once you find the stability on the inside, you look to them as an above and beyond extra. So you see them and you can appreciate who they are, have gratitude for who they are, instead of looking at how they're always falling short, right? So it changes your energy towards them, which changes the energy of the relationship too. So that is what they have for you, Marie Jones. So many blessings to you. All right. And thank you so much, Nikita, for your donation. So we'll jump down to your question there. Hey, La Lima. I love that butterfly and the caterpillar. I'm going to put out a video, a little short YouTube short. They're called hashtag shorts on what this butterfly and caterpillar, probably each of the emoticons that you get when you become a member. I love how you're highlighted in green and they have the little badge and you have access to those emoticons. It just cracks me up. So, hey, Lilima. So, Nikitha, thank you for your question there. You want to know, may you know what are wise current feelings and next action towards you? It's been 4 months and no contact. All right, let's take a look here. Let's see what it has here. You're welcome, Marie. Wow. You know, these energies and actions, their energy here of the 3 of coins. The 3 of coins is about being true to their authentic selves and not wanting to be, moved into one area or another. So it's like I feel like they, what with blocking them, like you said there, it's like it allowed them to step back and really want to be who they are. It did cause them here with the sun. It caused them to shine light upon their life. This is Leo energy where they look deep into their selves. They look into their inner child and they look at things. And I love that we have Confucius too. So this blocking really was kind of a this wake up call for them because this is their higher self calling them to a higher place. And, with the sun card in this, they actually ended up looking at it as, okay, this was helpful for me because it made them realize what they've been looking for in life. With the 4 cups, the 3 cups are relationships in the outside world. And they realized that all these cups that they've been having in the outside world haven't really been giving them what they can find within themselves. So all of this really turned them inward and it really sparked them. I don't feel like their current feelings towards you were like, you were one of the many cups here, is not to downplay your relationship because I feel like you were a great mirror for each other. But this allowed them to really look at all the cups that they've had. I mean, I feel like they had a table full of cups, right? A lot of failed relationships, a lot of false starts, and a lot of people just not you know interacting well with them. We'll put it that way. And there's this energy here of, with this King of Wands, that they are realizing their passions. I feel like, when you have the Prince of Wands, which is kind of like this young hormonal teenage young men who can't help themselves, they're just like attracted to everything. I feel like this is maturity because the king doesn't act like the prince. They understand and have self control. And I feel like they're moving into that and they're realizing with everything that was going on in their life that they're at this different place. I don't feel like they're going to take actions towards you with these cards here. I feel like they are looking for a new path. They're looking for, yeah, we've got the sixes here, which is a flow forward. And they're looking here for this equal giving and receiving that they've been looking at within themselves. I feel like they feel like their past relationships were like codependent. And the Six of Cups is they're looking for this, it's almost like this past life connection. They're looking for this connection that's beyond all connections that they've had in before. Um, so I like where they're headed here and how they're progressing and flowing into a different area of their life. So I like this energy here. Um I don't feel with this King of Wands, I don't feel like they regret. I feel like they reflect and they move forward. But I don't feel like they ever move backward. I feel like they turn around and look at, it's kinda like a forest fire or a grass fire. You know, they look back and look at what they've consumed. They know they can't go backwards because with their fire, they can't move backwards because there's nothing for it to burn anymore. It has to move forward to, survive, is how their mentality is. But they are doing a lot of reflection here, but I don't feel like there's someone who regrets. I just feel like they're looking back going, "Oh, I'm starting to see this." It's almost like you were the that one of the cups that broke the camel's back, where they have seen enough of things happening that, you know, um, that they're like, "Oh, I think there's something to do with me here." So I feel like they've done some of that. Sure. This would be a no with those other cups, that with the other sixes that I had, which is flow. this is moving forward. So I don't feel like they will contact you with this, because this is their power of choice and their movement forward. So that would be a no. I don't feel like they are going to contact you um, within the next 2 to 3 months. I don't. I just like I said. I feel the energy is they don't go backwards. They just go forwards. So they don't go, well, I need to go back to that. They're like they can't. They feel like they have to move forward. So release, you can release. So and just look at what did you learn through it all, right? Because they were a mirror on purpose for a purpose, but you get to learn what you experience through it. There, you can't control what they learned, what they do, what their actions or anything. It was all for you. Your interaction was for you. Um, their side was theirs. So, yeah. So you can, look at your life. That's the great thing when you look at them and say, he's an energy sucker. You can go, what were my thoughts? What of my own thoughts and beliefs are energy suckers for me? Because they're a mirror for you, right? And what we can recognize in someone else means there's something of that inside of us, which is great. It may not be the exact same way, but we can go, how do I suck away some of my own energy? What thoughts and beliefs and mindsets and choices of my own suck energy away from me? It's like, oh, it's like if I find myself by their actions, my that process is I'm giving my energy away. Oh, so I can see how I can change that. It's like, oh, okay. So we can learn from it. Like they're learning from it, but we don't know what they're learning from it. And that doesn't matter because we can't change any of that anyway. It's like, what did I learn through this about myself? Not about them, but about myself because they were a reflection. So I like it. Sure, you can definitely do that. So while I'm waiting for that, though, I do for sake of time, I'm going to jump to a free reading here and then I'll jump back once you make a donation there. All right. And so, Divine Beauty Anjali, you want to know what's coming towards you? Let's take a look here. And you got Ace of Coins. And a lot of opportunities coming up here, it seems, because this card just came out a little bit ago. Ace of Pentacles does show a new opportunity that's opening up for you in your life. And it does have to go around, you also searching for your definition of your worth and relationship to the outside world in a different way. So as you're raising your love vibration, your self love, that's what brings in new opportunities. It brings in a transformation of an event that's happening in your life too. Either it'll end it and rebirth it or end it so you can move forward. But this self love, this self worth upgrade that you're going through really impacts this situation and brings in a new opportunity. Like I said, either a reboot of a situation or a brand new situation that replaces it, like a tower moment, right? A blast that blasts it away, that allows some space for something new and for you to move forward, or it's like a phoenix, it blasts it, catches it on fire, so it can rise as a rebirth from it. So you know what the situation is, but it's dependent if there's two people involved. Whether it ends up being a rebirth or a movement forward will depend upon their energy too, right? It's you can't control their actions, their input into it. So boom, 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 right? All right. So that's what they have for you, Divine Beauty Anjali and Libra Girl. You'll be up next. Right, Nikitha. Thank you for your additional donation. And so you have a career question. Do you have a specific career question, or would you like me to just ask about career? All right. You'd like to know what's coming towards you in career for the rest of 2023, which is what, less than 4 months. Isn't it crazy that we're like so close to the end of the year? And then you're giving this big test on November 26th. You want to know how things related to the same. Okay. So, November 26th, what's the result of this big test here? Let's take a look here. All right. So, let's take a look. I know. So sorry. It's crazy how fast this year has gone. Um, I do see here, yeah, right here in the middle, you've got the 3 of Wands is really about you taking a different direction here as far as career in 2023 because or planning for it at the very, very least, because you've got the 4 of Cups and you've got the Page of Cups, right? Yep. Which is new desire, new passion. And the 4 of Cups, the 4th cup here that's on here is about uh this energy of that the other cups, the things like the current jobs that you've been having just don't fulfill you like you thought they were supposed to, right? So this higher passion is you're getting in tune with your heart. What makes your heart sing? What would make your heart feel full? And both of these cards are reflecting that energy of there's something new that comes in that grabs your attention, that makes you wanna pursue it. So you start changing your path here with the 3 of Wands, which, I mean, if it requires any kind of I don't know, is this the testing you're talking about? But if it requires any type of schooling or additional training, or you have this dream you wanna do, you're like, I'm going to start pursuing it. So that's the very least is that you decide and you're like, this is what I want to do with my life. And I'm going to start taking step toward it, even if I have to maintain this while I pursue that. That's the kind of energy that I'm feeling with that, which I like. It's something that makes you feel like you're living. Um, oh, very good. Yeah, like you're living instead of existing. So I like that for you coming in here. Wow. Yeah, I like this because the result of the test here, you've got the we'll start with this one here. You have this abundant, oops, I'm sorry, this one is the one I wanted to start with. The 10, yeah, the 10 of coins does show this abundance, this fulfillment on the outside world with this here. And you've got the magician, which is about your energy and moving forward with all of this. And the 6 of coins. Sorry, I'm getting excited. I'm getting all choked up. No, 6 of pentacles is about your beliefs around giving and receiving, right? Both of these cards, I talk about the energy and the 6 of Pentacles in my Take 10 with Zen. If you haven't looked at episodes 4 and 5, if I haven't mentioned those to you yet, the 6 of Pentacles talks about belief systems that are in the subconscious that you can transform. And then the Magician card also talks about, I think it's episode 4 is the one that talks about where we invest our energy. Is this powerfulness, like what we focus on grows and expands. So if you focus on your fears, then what we do, we attract it in, right? When we focus on our gratitude and we focus in on unconditional love and joy and all the things that we do want to grow, then those things grow instead, right? So we begin to question these fears we have and let them go and have a change of our focus. So I really feel if you take a look at those Take 10 with Zen, the episodes 4 and 5, they'll give you tools that'll help you release these blocks and release these fears and allow you to move your energy into where it's assisting you towards that 10 of Pentacles instead of focusing on the fears and the stuff that will draw it. Because of course, when we go to take a test, if we're in fear, we go into fight or flight mode, right? Which then we get into our uh, where our cat mind, where a 2-year-old, right, where this 2-year-old is in charge with its pet cat. And that's why I love this emoticon that we created. Where does it here? Out of the cat mind. Yeah. Yeah, so it's anxiety, it's fear is what it is. It's fear of failure, right? And when we release these things and we start focusing our energy on those things, it transforms things. So check those out. They're less than 10 minutes each. The link should be in the description box. I also um, posted the last take 10, which if you go to there, it'll allow you to go to the playlist for it. But uh, it's great information and it frees you up because then you have access to your brilliant mind instead of when we're in fear. That's when we're like blocked out and we're like, oh my gosh, we don't have access to it, and we have a little 2-year-old and the cat taking the test instead of the intelligent individual that we are. So that's what we have there. And yeah, if you go to my main page, the playlist is at the top. Take 10 with Zen. Click into the playlist, and you'll see episodes 4 and 5. So I like it. I like it for you, Nikita. Great possibilities, definitely for it. So that is what they have. Again, thank you so much for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. And it's called the cat test. That is hilarious. So we can get out of our cat mind, but the cat test. That is great. I love it. Oh, too funny. So we can get out of our cat mind. You're very welcome. Thank you for sharing that. That's hilarious. Thank you for that. And thank you for your donation as well. All right. Lydia, thank you so much for your donation. And you're asking, what does spirit want you to know? Um, Now nothing's coming up. Okay. All right. Yeah. Let's take a look here and see. Love and blessings to you too, little sis. All right. So let's take a look here, Lydia. What does spirit want you to know right now? As specific as possible. All right. Okay. So we've got the 7 of Swords here, which the 7 of Swords represents deception. It represents, having things stolen. It can be our own thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that steal from us and deceive us. Can also mean that there is this mirror of things happening in the outside world. I normally don't go that route, but I feel like in your situation, there is some deception in the outside world that is purposeful. Someone's trying to protect themselves, so they're making up stories, not telling the complete truth. So I feel like there's this nudging here to trust your instincts and make this change here. We've got the page of not the page, sorry, the ace of coins, which this is about looking at your worth in relationship to the outside world in a different way, which is letting go of the whatever this is, whoever this is, whatever situation it is, that it's time to put yourself first and to let it go, not to be looking at what everyone else is doing and going to think and that type of energy coming in here. Because you've also got the Ace of Cups and the Four of Cups. And the Ace of Cups, again, is your self love. And both of these aces is about new beginnings, letting old things go and starting off on this new. this new journey, this new independent of whoever or whatever this is, because they're not going to fulfill you. They're these empty cups. This ace of cups that you have here, sorry if you can see, is the inner love that you're finding, your inner worth, your inner love, and realizing that the outer stuff isn't going to bring you what you're looking for. Because you do have the Nine of Pentacles here, and the Nine of Pentacles is finding your wholeness and completeness from within. The nine's the hermit's journey. It's with you as spirit, standing independent of everyone else. So there's this energy with all of this of whatever, whoever this is, the situation that you're in, it's best to uh, disconnect from it and become independent from it. So it's like it's time to leave. It's time to move on. It's time to move forward, not to hold on to it, not to um, nurse it, rehearse it, but it's time to disperse it so God can reverse it. Is this old thing that I used to hear a pastor say a long time ago, but they just brought it back. It's time to release, not to keep trying to keep it alive. Whatever situation it is, it's done what it's needed to do, and it's time to let it go. You've got the King and the Queen of Swords here, which they're telling me here with this, there's this divine counterparts. You've got the divine masculine, divine feminine here. And I feel like this is nudging you forward, um, not only in thought and belief and mindset, because they both have the Ace of Swords, which allows you to cut away any of your own thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that have deceived you, kept you limited and small, and kept you like cheated you out of things in life because you didn't feel worthy to do it. But it's stepping into your strength and cutting away these fears, which allows you to move forward. And I feel like there's a dual message that comes in here, that there is someone that is so much, there's a difference, but there's such a strong connection with thought and belief and mindset. There's someone that you meet that is more in alignment with who you are. Kings also have they're double, they're the masters of thought and belief and mindset. Queens have a balance of because they get water too. They have a balance of heart and mind, and we have someone who's very intellectual, very great at communication, very intelligent, maybe even in a teaching type of role or huge communication role, but there's someone that's more aligned with you. So if it's relationship or job or whatever, you're going to be meeting with whatever you leave behind. Spirit is saying it's done its course. You've done everything that you could. There's no longer a need to go, well, what if I did this? What if I did that? They're like, you've been with whatever the situation this is, you've been patient enough, you've been in it long enough, you've you've learned what you've needed to learn. It's just going to keep looping and repeating the same thing over and over again, which is insanity, right? Keep trying to doing the same thing but expecting a different result. You've gone a full circle. If you keep doing full circles, then that's insanity. They're like, you don't want to be insane. You deserve to move forward and to find something more in alignment with you. So I really feel like that's the message that's coming through, Lydia. Hopefully that resonates. But those are the energies and the yeah, and the death and the rebirth. So if there was any doubt, we needed clarification. They're like, yes, it's time for it to end. And the Wheel of Fortune popped out here too, right next to it, which is the endings and beginnings. The number 10. But this is that it is for your benefit for things to move forward, and things will move forward. So that's what's coming in for you, Lydia. So hang in there. And we just take a deep breath and we are like, okay, I'm going to move forward because it is for my best. So many blessings to you. And again, thank you for your donation as well. All right. Supernova, thank you for your additional, you're very welcome. for your additional donation and your question here. I'm just going to take another sip. All right. So, what does your singing voice evoke in others? The emotion, feeling, and energy it brings to your music if you were to express it to others. All right, let's take a look here. Okay. Imagine it's going to do different things for different people, as all things do with our filters. But we'll see what the the most highest impact, because it's going to impact everyone differently. But I feel like they're wanting to share with you the major impact, like the majority, a large portion of the people. This is how it impacts them, because it's going to impact everyone so differently, because it's going to invoke these uh, deep emotions from within. Just the music itself. Yeah. Okay. And what are these? Yeah. So I like here with the four of pentacles does bring in this energy of that the outside world is unstable and I find what I need within. That's the kind of emotion. And it's this feeling of finding home, because home is where the heart is, right? And there's this energy that it shows them. It's like a light that brings them home. I'm giving you all these uh, song names. I feel like Spirit is constantly saying, "The light that brings you home." Oh, of course, you're going to invoke people's fears and pain. This is usually the huge heart with swords in it, which is what is expected, right? You know that that's what's going to happen, but you also give them the solution, the page of swords. So it's like you ignite the pain, but you give them the salve, right? The healing ointment that can put it on the heart to help see the pain from a different perspective and to help cut away the fears. So this transformation that we talk about with your voice, with the words, I just feel like your voice will have this energy of uh, it's like when you're singing about the painful things and the lower vibrational energy or the anger, because it's fight or flight. It's going to either your voice just communicates the pain and then the anger, depending on which song it is. But then your voice transforms and it ends up being different, right? Because it changes the tonation. It's like an actor who can do a ton of different facial expressions, and like in 10 seconds you can do it with your voice. Yeah. Well, I feel like it will do well because you've got the Queen of Pentacles, which is Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, here. So I feel like it definitely does nurture it. And then you have the King of, I'm sorry, the Knight of Cups, movement of emotion. So I feel like it definitely, for a large majority of people, like we're never going to please and impact all the people all the time. You definitely will always be planting seeds, but that stuff does happen there. So we do have that here. um, Success and movement of emotion and this nurturing feeling too. It just allows them to feel comforted. It allows them. So, yeah. Yeah. So it does, it does, I feel like that you're going to grow your voice too. I just feel like, there's a difference in tone. you know we can we can communicate something so differently, right? And it depends on where you're putting your emphasis, but I feel like your voice grows and you discover new ways to communicate with your voice too. So I like it, Nova. So that is what the emotion, feeling, energy for a big piece of individuals, it is, but it of course impacts other people in different ways too. Yeah, I know. Exciting. So that's what they have for you, Supernova. So many blessings to you. And thank you again for your donation. All right, June at 333. Thank you for your donation. And I think I got another one that came through PayPal here too. All right, so Angelique, thank you. So you will be up next after June. All right. You are very welcome, Nova. All right, so June, let's take a look here. Outcome of Taurus's upcoming court hearing. Ooh, okay. Let's see. Based on current energies, what is the outcome of this? All right. All right. So the outcome here, we've got the Four of Swords, which represents peace of mind. So it does bring peace of mind. There's a lot of energy here. There's like this breakthrough with all this passion, all this energy that's been invested. And the 10 of coins ends up being feeling um, abundance. It feels like a victory in the outside world. So whatever this is coming in here, we've got two tens, which this brings the ending here. The nine of wands is usually like this inner energy conflict and the outer, but the 10 is great because it's like the end. It finally ends. There's, feeling of victory, feeling of fulfillment in the outside world with the 10 here. And like I said, and it brings peace of mind. So whatever that means for you, this is what this brings here because we wanted the outcome for the Taurus in the upcoming. So all of this energy actually is for them because that's what we were asking for. All of this is how they feel. They feel peace of mind. They feel like there's finally an end to all of their inner and external energy that's been invested in this. And ultimately, it feels like they feel satisfied with it. They feel like, um, you know, 10 of Pentacles is my life is full, my life is abundant, and they see their life in a different way, it feels like, with all of that too. So it feels good. It feels like a positive outcome, whatever it may be. I feel like I want to grab a psychic tarot here too. Because it feels like with whatever unfolds here, yeah, that there's this feeling of, okay, this is good for me. Yeah, because we've got the six of pentacles here, which is the balancing out again, that it feels just, it feels balanced, and it feels like it's material and spiritual prosperity. So they do feel like whatever this outcome is, that it's positive. Yeah, because the number six. Oh, very good. Um, represents a peaceful, tranquil time when problems seem to actually disappear. And a sudden bonus, pay raise, or even a promotion could be in the offering, could be expected or arrive out of the blue. It can also signify a group that has worked and strived toward the success of a common goal, which there's a common goal here, right? It's a time of prosperity, balance, and harmony in your physical and spiritual existence. And it's showing you that the practice of giving and receiving will bring you true riches. Look into your life and see where you can spread spiritual and physical wealth. Is there a person or a favorite charity that would become an act of kindness right now? Are they a charity? Practice generosity, gratitude, and compassion so that you continue to prosper in all areas of your life. So I don't feel like it will be. Yeah, it feels like it ends with that 10 of wands and all of this. It feels like endings. It doesn't feel like an extension. It feels boom, boom, boom. but your approach with your energy of this too, the 6 of Pentacles coming out, um, if you check if you haven't looked at the Take 10 with Zen, episodes 4 and 5, one of those talks about the 6 of Pentacles, which is things that we can do with our energy consciously and some subconscious transformation we can do that allows these walls to fall down to allow abundance to come in for us. So you might look into those with that 6 of Pentacles coming out because that can impact you, your approach of your energy. Um, Between now and then can impact the results because its current energies, it feels like they have this abundance that comes in, but I feel like it does end. I feel like they're like there's no extension needed. Decisions are made at this next court hearing. So definitely check out that Take 10 with Zen because that will allow you to um, bring in things and allow your because your inner child may be keeping things away, and this is one way that they show you that there's some things that can be changed that impact a lot of areas of your life in your subconscious beliefs around giving and receiving, and then also there's some things we can do with our energy as well. So I feel like that's what's coming in there, June. So many blessings to you. All right, let me just make sure none of these were donations. Nope. All right. So, Angelique, I know, right? You are very welcome. Thank you for your donation, Angelique. Hello, hello. All right, your question is a love reading. Excuse me, for the days to come. You met a Cancer. He seems to like you. You both broke up some time ago. All right. So let's take a look here and see what for the next days to come here. All right. We actually happen to be in Cancer Moon for a couple of days too. So let's take a look here. Okay. All right. Well, I like those. Wow, you got a lot of major arcana going on here. So this is I feel like there is going to be definitely lessons learned and wonderful progression that happens here eventually. So we've got the 9 of cups, right? Yeah, 9 of cups, which is emotional wish fulfillment. And so that's like I'm like I like that coming in here, and we've got the high priestess, which also talks about taking your time, and she goes back into her high priestess temple, connects higher, goes behind the veil, dives deep into her own emotions, and you have the justice card. Because part of what is happening here is you're the 9 of cups is like dreams come true, um, and the justice card, they have a scale with the ace of swords normally. And this is about all of these combined together is about this journey of you turning inward, questioning, seeing things from this higher perspective, questioning the thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that you've had been given all your life around supposed to, should, need to, have to, must around relationship. Who am I supposed to be? Who are they supposed to be? How is a relationship supposed to be? It's a lot of pressure. It sucks the air out of a relationship, right? It takes the wind out of the sail. It smothers the candle because there's no oxygen in it for the flame, right? So this message here is like while you're waiting, it's an important time to question these old things and to release it because the more expectations we have, the harder it is to have a relationship because we're looking at how someone's not meeting up to what we think they're supposed to do and how I'm failing. And then I have fear about I'm not going to live up to it and blah, 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 blah. Right. So there's all this energy around relationship, around what does it mean for dreams to come true. And the more you release this energy of supposed to be's, the more you get to appreciate who someone is and appreciate who you are. That's a more healthier, vibrant relationship instead of one that ends in pointing fingers and going, "You didn't do what I think you're supposed to do. Why are you treating me this way?" There's this other type of energy that comes in, which is more powerful. It's an energy of gratitude for someone instead of judgment of someone, of yourself too. Gratitude for yourself instead of judgment for yourself. So I like this because, the relationships you both had ended, because of these expectations that we were taught. And now you're approaching something new. We don't want to do what we've always done and get what we always got. We want something higher and something more, which you'll notice that things will unfold slowly, and that's okay with temperance. It is the going back and forth between two cups, which allows things to transform here. We've got the death card and the sun card. Like I said, you've got four, is it four? One, two, three, four, five major arcana, which means this is a significant transformational time for you, a death and a rebirth, light shining on areas of your life. And again, this can be inner child subconscious stuff, but it's wonderful transformation. There's a freedom that comes from this, which allows, this energy with the king of staves, the king of wands, allows you to step into your power. It's a lot like the emperor energy. It allows new birth, it allows new passion to ignite, and it allows you to stand up in your power instead of doing what you always were taught you're supposed to do. It's like the emperor who has a lot of advisors around them blabbing, "This is what you're supposed to do for the empire, for your kingdom, blah, 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 blah," right? And the king at some point goes, "All right, everybody, I've heard enough. Everyone can leave the throne room. And now I am going to decide for my life." And there's this freedom that comes with this. So I do like this. I feel like the love reading for the days to come is you're releasing a lot of supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and have tos, which does allow things to move forward faster. Because the more we raise our love vibration, the faster things happen. The more we focus on the old ways, they're like anchors, they slow down things. So it is always for our benefit to focus in on raising our love vibration, focusing our self love, letting go of the mindsets, the thoughts and beliefs that no longer serve us, transforming and letting go of the emotions and relationships that no longer serve us that allow us to move forward in a different type of relationship. So hopefully that helps, Angelique. I know it didn't wasn't like yes, they're going to do this in 2 days, but it is definitely the pathway to a new higher type of relationship. So I like it for you. All right, and that is what they have. So many blessings to you, and again, thank you for your donation. All right, and Tewar, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. And thank you for your donation. And you're wanting to know, are you truly Jadena's wife? All right, let's take a look here. And I know I probably mispronounced those, and my apologies. Let's see what Spirit wants you to know here. Whoops. Okay. All right. Okay, I'm just going to get clarity on one thing real quick here. All right. So we do have here, we've got this chariot card, which is victory and movement forward. The clarity I got, I go, well, how does this ultimately end up? You got another victory card with the six of wands. So I do like this for you. We'll look at the rest of the cards here in a sec. But this is positive movement forward victory. Power of choice energy comes in here. And we've got the page of staves, the page of wands, which is passion, higher attraction as well. So I feel like if you have doubts around this, that this is going to change very soon. I feel like you're going to get this ignition that shows you the attraction it reaffirms things for you here. Because I do see here too, in addition to the Page of Wands, this new passion, this new attraction being ignited between the two of you, you also have the Page of Cups, which the love being ignited between the two of you, and the Four of Cups. You're going to see here that the old loves that they've had and the old loves that you've had, that they don't match up to this new love that's being offered. It's a higher love, it's a higher connection, because the Page of Cups does also talk about here that this is your inner love for yourself. So part of the transformation, part of what happens here is you also finding your own power, finding your own self-love, because we cannot love others or receive love from others greater than to the extent we love ourselves. So no matter how much love we want to give, if I love myself this much, it's just going to trickle out. No matter how much love someone wants to give me, it's just going to trickle in. So there's this win-win-win-win when we open up to the self-love, the unconditional love from our higher self in the higher realms. We get flooded with all that, but it also expands our ability to give and receive love to the outside world. It transforms the relationships and the love that's going on here too. So I feel like there is this power that's coming in here with this change of how you're perceiving your love here as well. And I apologize, this was the 5 of Cups. Now that I see it, it's not the 4 of Cups, but this is about letting go of the old emotions too, and the power of emotional choice that gets activated in your life as well. So I do like that, because every moment is an emotional choice that we make of unconditional love or fear. And the more we focus on fear energy, the more we draw that in. So a big piece of all this does have to do with your self-love, because there is this transformation that happens with all of this. And I do see that it's been going on for a while, right? Or it will be. The Temperance card is the back and forth of the 2 of Cups, which is, it starts off as a base metal, and as it goes back and forth, it's the tempering, it's the alchemy of changing a base lead into gold. And so it does take time for things to unfold and things to come through, but ultimately the 6 of Wands is showing that yes, there is victory. This is, you, an affirmative for the question of, are you truly their wife? Let's see if there's anything else here. Yeah. And you got the 2 of Pentacles. So there is this joining together. This reminds me of the 2 of Cups, but there's this joining together in the outside world. So that's showing the two of you together. Um, and yeah. Because these came out with it. There's emotional confusion, but ultimately, with the Wheel of Fortune, that's like one of the most fortunate cards to get. It is this movement forward, and there is this, energy here of that even your human is going to be grateful for how things unfold and things change here in the near future. The wheel is turning, but it's the wheel of the tune of for you, the fortune. So I really like that there. And then I did want to pull a Gateway Oracle card here for you too. They are nudging me to pull a card here. Okay. Yeah. I like it. Expect miracles. Miracles are blossoming in my life. So that is a great card to get here. And it says, majestic wonders are unfolding for you. Watch for them and embrace them. The more you become aware of the small marvels in your life, the more they will grow in magnitude around you. That's like when you realize what you're grateful for in your life, you get more things to be grateful for. We focus on things that we feel are missing, we get more missingness because like attracts like. So I like that they're just kind of showing you the gratitude. When you are grateful for the small things, you're given more things to be grateful for. And the universe wants you to know what is expected tends to be realized. So expect miracles in your life. Celebrate and cherish them when they appear, no matter how small they may seem. Let go of fear and expectations. Allow the Creator to solve your challenges in mysterious and wondrous ways. Don't limit the ways in which you think miracles can appear in your life. Know that you can be the miracle in the life of another as well. Questions you can ask yourself: how can I be even more open to miracles blossoming in my life? What are the miracles that are occurring now or are coming in the future? And how am I a miracle for others? So I like that. Expecting miracles. So that's what they have for you, Tewar. So many blessings to you. Appreciate your donation and hang in there. And I did have, take a look here. All right. Oh, okay. Thank you so much, Angelique, for your additional donation. All right. And is there anything that Spirit wants you to know about the cancer that you're interested in? Does something stop him? All right. Let's take a look here and see what does Spirit want you to know around the cancer here. And then these are, does something stop him? Let's take a look here. No, I don't feel so here. We've got the Queen of Wands here, is action and connection to spirit here. So I don't feel like anything stops him. I feel like here, this is like if you doing the inner work, if you don't do the inner work and the connection to spirit, then that's what slows things down. So I don't feel like anything stops him. But if you don't do like, because you got the high priestess, I believe in the Queen of Wands, she's spiritual energy and emotional energy, which is a lot like the high priestess. The Queen of Cups, the Queen of Wands, high priestess, all has this connection to diving deep in spirituality and connection to the upper worlds. So without this, it just slows things down. Nothing stops it, but it's definitely slows it down. And then let's see what Spirit wants you to know here about about them here. Okay. Well, a lot of Emperor energy. I'm gonna like pull all of these in together here. So I feel that the nine of coins, they're very independent. So, don't feel bad if they have this energy of I don't need you. But they're not needy, they want you. There's a difference, right? So if you feel like this energy of like, I don't need you to complete me, but I want you in my life. There's a difference there. If we have this need to be needed, it scares the crap out of us. But when we realize I have everything I need inside of me and I want them to have everything they need inside of them, there's this clarity that comes in, right? It's like, yeah, I don't want that pressure. I want to just be able to be me and you don't need me, but whatever I give is abundance, right? And that's the energy that comes in here because we've got the emperor and two kings, very divine masculine energy, very much in charge of their life and a solid feel to it too, because with the emperor, which I've mentioned a little bit ago, is like they have this energy. um yeah, oh my gosh, and you've got both the King of Swords and the King of Wands, which is this is like Aries energy, but they also don't worry about what other people think so much. They have this strong foundation of what they want. They'll listen to a lot of the blah 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 of people's advice, right? The emperor is surrounded by people. All the kings are surrounded by people telling them how they should express their passion, their emotion, their thought, their beliefs, everything else. But the emperor really steps in. And so they have a very strong presence, but don't let the confidence in who they are make you feel like they don't want you, um, or need, it's because, again, you won't have this feeling like they need you, but there is this energy of that they want you and they're purposely choosing you. They're showing me a cat, which is so hilarious because y- it's always a it's always like a a badge of honor when you go to someone's house and the cat comes up to you to pay attention to you because it's they're choosing you, whereas because cats are like, I don't need you, pet me with your eyes. But if they come over to you, you have a cat. Yeah. So I like that, that they are this, so you get it right when they choose you. It's because they want to be with you, not that they need to be with you. I like this. So a very positive, strong individual, but I like it. But also, amongst it all, they've got this vulnerability with the 5 of Cups. And you sense within them, and being Cancer signs, they've swam in emotion, so they understand and get emotion. They've experienced a lot of, with their huge heart and their connection with emotion with a lot of people, in their throughout their lives, both friends, family, romantic, wherever, siblings, they've experienced a lot, but they've also, with their energy, they've learned to step into the power of emotional choice, knowing that they get to choose how they feel. So, just very strong individual. I feel like they're very um mature, um for I feel like they had to go through things a lot when they were younger, and they don't look back on it with bitterness, they look back on it with strength. And that's where I get all this strength from, is because of what they did experience. But it's not, they don't protect their heart. Their heart is so full and strong, nothing, like, beats against it, which they're not afraid to share their emotions either. So I like all this for you there. So hopefully that helps you understand them a little more, and any energy you're picking up from them. But nothing stops them, The only thing that stops them, of course, is our inner children in the forest fields, which is something that you're looking at when you dive deep. And if you have a chance, check out, if I didn't mention it already, the Take 10 with Zen, um, episodes 4 and 5. Anyone that's hearing this, go check those out. They are beautiful tools for us to understand our impact that we can take intentionally, and some transformation that we can take on our subconscious too. I loved the messages that came through, and they work because I've used them in my own life. They're things that uh, I get to glean everything that spirit talks through me to other people. Luckily, I don't black out and don't remember. I hear these things and I'm like, I'm going to try that for my life, and boom, things happen. So I like it. You are very welcome, Angelique, and thank you for your additional donation. Hey, Anna. Hello, hello, praying mantis. You've had your nap. You did have your nap. That's great. I love it. Thank you for your donation. That's great. General for the weekend. Anything exciting coming your way? I love it. All right. Let's take a look here. I like it. I feel like there is. Nice general for the weekend here. You got your power of choice card coming in. But this is movement and victory, but also a reminder that every moment you get to choose what story, what emotion, what energy you're putting forward, and what physical action too. So the weekend is going to be as wonderful as you choose it to be. And I like that. That's where we want the power to be in your own, your own hands. It's like they're just showing me going on vacation and saying, I don't care what happens. I'm going to choose to have a wonderful time and it doesn't matter. And they're reminding me when I went to, gosh, over a decade ago when I went to go visit my dad. They lived in Hawaii at the time. I know it's rough, but I went out to visit, and on my way there, I flew from here to Fort Worth and then to LA and then to Hawaii. Well, in the air from Fort Worth to LA, my Hawaii flight got canceled, and so I was going to stay over in LAX overnight before catching the early flight in the morning to Hawaii. And to see the power of I'm either going to allow this to make it a most miserable time or I'm going to have a blast with it. And so I just decided by power of choice, I'm going to have a good time. And I met this lady from Australia who was standing in line, and this other lady from the United States, and we just all chatted in line while we waited to get up to get our little, because we were going to get blankets and pillows, and they'd given us food and all that stuff, right? So there's this wonderful choice of, you know what? And then I slept on the, I know got extra blankets. I slept on the floor at LAX, didn't catch anything, and then left in the morning to go on. And it was just, here we are having this great adventure, and we can choose it. And I feel like that's what your weekend is about here, because you do have the Page of Wands, which is you stepping into your power. Whatever I focus on is what grows this weekend. And the Eight of Cups is leaving behind emotions that no longer serve or people that no longer serve, and go forward. It's like if someone, this is reminding me of if you ever go on vacation with someone and they're determined to have a bad time, and you're like, you want to stay in the hotel room, you can. I'm going to go out, I'm gonna enjoy, and if you want anything, I'm gonna stop and get some food. I'll text you and see if you want food to bring back, while I'm in between my adventures, and, but it's leaving behind those and having this adventure. So I feel like not waiting around for anyone, but choosing this wonderful adventure this weekend. Because you've got the Three of Wands, which is you choosing to go a direction that makes you feel full and whole and this wonderful, adventure, this abundant, overflowing feeling that happens. And so I like it. I feel like this is a great weekend to express. And I think we talked about letting your child self out, because it's the child taking a nap, right? Now it's like, okay, I've had my nap. Now let's go on adventures. What do I want to do next? What sounds fun to me? I'm going to go do that. Not what other people thinks would be fun. It's like, does my inner child want to do right now? Does it want to go get an iced coffee and go sit on the swings, or sit by a pond, or does it want to go see a movie, or does it want something from my favorite restaurant? I'm going to go take it to go and go sit, if it's too hot out, sit in my car in the air conditioner, by a lake or by a pond, and just enjoy the moment. I really like it. It just feels like an empowering weekend where you're not waiting around for anyone. You're going to go have fun, and it ends up being a blast of a weekend. So I like this for you, Anna. And that's what they have for you. So many blessings to you. Appreciate you. All right. I think that's all my donations. So I'm going to jump back to the free readings where we had left off with Libra Girl. You are very welcome. And you want to know what is coming towards you. So we're going back into the single card readings for the free readings, because I'm only going to be on for about 25 more minutes. So before I head off into my praying mantis, which maybe I'll see you there, Anna. uh, the Wheel of Fortune is coming in for you, Libra, Libra girl. So this is great potential. It's where even your human feels like what unfolds is for you. The wheel is turning, endings and beginnings. Everything always unfolds for us, but sometimes our human has a little bit of trouble getting on board with that. And that's what I like about the Wheel of Fortune is it's the tune of for you, where what unfolds here in the near future, because that wheel's starting to spin, is for me. Even my human feels the tune of for me, the for tune. So I like that for you, um, Libra girls. So you definitely have relationship igniting soon. At least the beginnings, if you are not already in one. I feel like there's this ending and beginning that just sparks some wonderful things in your life. So around relationship. So many blessings. All right. And then Lynx Lee, you are up next. You'd like a general reading. Let's take a look here and see. Got the Page of Staves, which is to be the Page of Wands. New passion, new energy, new excitement about things. I feel like there's just this spark that's going on within you here that you're really wanting to move forward on. I don't feel like this is relationship or individual. I feel like there's something that just sparks new life within you for this, time in your life. I feel like you're moving from having like got into a rut and gotten to like where your energy feels low to where you feel like boom, I really want to move forward, I really want to do something, and you find something that ignites this new energy, something that really interests you, that just sparks life into you. So I like this. Allow it. um don't look for other people to bring it, find it within yourself is what I feel the message is coming in here. So that is what they have there for you. And angel blessings, you are up next here. So higher self guidance. Ooh, Ace of Cups. So your higher self is drawing you more into this um, higher love, this connection to them, because the Ace of Cups will change how you perceive love in the outside world. It's you become the chalice. You allow this energy, this love energy from above to come in and fill up your heart and overflow out to the world, which changes your perspective of how you see the world. Instead of expecting it to fill you up and it falling short, you find inward and upward in this beautiful relationship with your higher self. Find this eternal, unconditional love that then allows you to feel full. And anything anyone gives you in the outside world does um, feel above and beyond and extra. So instead of falling short, you have this gratitude and appreciation for what people are able to give. So I feel like this is what they're giving to you right now is turn inward and upward, and it changes how you look at relationships of any kind, circumstances, job, education of any kind, body, abundance. Everything becomes extra, and you start to see it in a different way when you find that on the inside. So that's what they have for you, angel blessings. So many blessings to you. Excuse me. And Daisy, you are up next. So Aquarius's thoughts towards you. Let's take a look here. Wow, we got the Chariot card. So there is movement coming in here, and it feels victorious. But there's a lot of choice going on here with this card too. So their thoughts, Aquarians, are you know, air signs. So they're always thinking, always making choices. But a lot of their thoughts toward them have to do with their thoughts toward themselves. So I feel like what spirit is doing, your spirit guides are flipping the question, what are your thoughts towards the Aquarius? And in that mirror, what are you recognizing are your thoughts towards yourself? So they're like, all this power of choice, because our story that we put to something has to do with stories that we've been told, opinion that this is what this is supposed to mean. But is it? So, how is this about me? What am I seeing about myself? I feel is how they're switching the question around on you today. So very, very revealing, very, very freeing as well as we realize other people's actions and words and thoughts have to do with our with themselves. Our thoughts have to do with ourselves, and that's where you can't change their thoughts. You can make it easier or harder for someone to choose thoughts of unconditional love or fear, but you can only control your own choice of thought, and that's what they're wanting you to look at. So many blessings to you, Daisy. Enjoy that on a Saturday afternoon. All right, Lily, you're up next. General reading for you. Let's take a look here. So you have the Seven of Swords. I'm switching decks here to the Sun and Moon Tarot. And the Seven of Swords here is about being aware of what of your own thoughts and beliefs and mindsets make you feel like you lose things like that are stolen from you. These thoughts and beliefs that steal opportunities, steal love, steal whatever it may be, or deceive you. They're deceiving thoughts, and it's great because this means that whatever's happening in your life, it's bringing stuff to your face where you get to face these, but when you release these, that's where the freedom comes. It allows you then to move forward. It allows you to realize, because what follows is the Eight of Swords, which is you flowing and moving past these thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that make you feel blinded and bound and trapped and less than in your life. So just know that these triggers that are coming up, these fears that are being brought to the surface, being brought to you in the outside world, it's for you because otherwise you'll keep doing what you've always did and get what you've always gotten. I like my English, the gotten, but you're ready for different things. And so that's why it's being brought for you because you're ready for these changes. So that's what's coming in for you, Lily. Many blessings to you. And golden gold. Hey, and you'd like a love reading. All right, let's take a look here and see what we've got here. So you've got the Ace of Wands. So yeah, you definitely have uh maybe not love yet, but you definitely have new passion coming into your life with the Ace of Wands, which means that there's someone that's going to be showing interest. They're attracted to you. You're attracted to them both energetically and physically. So there's this passion that's ignited, which can lead to love. I know we want both, right? We want them to be attracted to us and also have feelings, emotions for us, but got to start somewhere. And this is where it's starting there for you. So be on the lookout. Wah, wah, wah. That's what they have for you, golden gold. So many blessings. And then Anya Ahuya, you want to know, will you get it? Will I get it by today? Let's take a look here. Well, you got the Nine of Cups. That's like emotional wish fulfillment and happiness. So for me, that is a huge yes for you. Anya. If it's wish fulfillment, boom, here it comes. So that is an easy breezy, yes, and easy. All right, so many blessings to you. And then Earth Angel, anything that you need to know. And I know I'm going kind of fast. I'm just trying to get through to as many free readings as I can in the next 17 minutes because at 12:55 mountain time I will be headed off to my praying mantis session. If you're interested, you can check out the link at the top about memberships because in addition to that special um, session that I go to after the free readings, you also have advanced access to the pick a cards, the take 10 by Zen, take 10 with Zen, not by 10, but and then meditations that are coming up too. All right, so Earth Angel, anything that Spirit thinks you need to know right now? All right. Yeah, you actually got two cards that popped out, which is all about the power of choice here anyway. You are getting to this point, this pivotal point in your life here with new information. Spirit is saying, do not be afraid to choose and change course. The Three of Wands is you've been heading in a direction, but with new information, new choices you want to make. They're like, do it, move, and take that direction. Do not be afraid to, you know, switch course You have new information coming in, which, had you known that before, you would have had a different direction, but you were meant to go this direction up to this point for a reason. But now you're at a fork in the road, and trust the choice that you want to make and the choice that you want to head off into. So that's what they have for you, Earth Angels. So many blessings to you. And Spiritual Soul 1111. Hello, and who is thinking about you? Let's take a look here. Let's see who has you on their mind. We have the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles for me represents this home energy. So I don't feel like this is romantic. I feel like Spirit's wanting you to know that someone which you would consider home is thinking about you. And whoever that is, reach out to them today. Just let them know that you were thinking about them. Because I feel like whoever it is, whether it's mom, dad, brother, sister, whoever this home feeling, grandparent, give them a call, reach out to them, and just tell them that you love them. I feel like this is what they want for you today, that it's not about romance and those coming your way. Yeah, because they need a little ray of sunshine in their life today. So you get to be a ray of sunshine. And definitely, I encourage you to do that. So that's what they have for you, Spiritual Soul 1111. Someone's thinking about you, and you're going to call them and freak them out. I was just thinking about you. I'm just kidding. All right. Dijona, hello, hello. What's coming out for you here? Let's take a look. Wow. We just put this back in, and here it comes flying back out again. You have the Four of Pentacles, which represents home. Home is where the heart is. And I feel like for you, though, this is about your physical residence. And I feel like there's this change up. Do some incense, do some change, move some furniture. I feel like there's some stagnant energy going on in at home, in what you like in your home. And it's time to get that energy moving, get it transforming, changing something, sorting some things, donating, giving things away, throwing things away, putting things away, whatever it is. I feel like there's this energy of movement that's needed in your home right now. Whether it is moving to a different location, if that's on your mind, then this is like, yes, it's time for movement and change of energy in your home. So that's what's coming through there. So many blessings to you. All right. And Keel, you are up. So you tried to convince your subconscious mind to let go of old ways of doing things and adopt new ones. Did they get it? Did they get it? Let's take a look here. Well, yeah, the King of Swords, it looks like you were convincing, because the King of Swords, of course, is the master of thought and belief and mindset, the master communicator. So they allow, to connect to the higher realms, to the capital T truths, and cut away the small t truths. So that is a ding, ding, ding. They got it. So I like it. So that is what they have there for you. And I am amazing. You are up next. You like a spirit message here. All right. So let's take a look here. And all right. So you got the Nine of Swords coming in here. And the Nine of Swords is the nightmare and insomnia card, but it's not a bad card. No cards are bad cards anyway. The Nine of Swords just talks about there's these thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that you've had that have been, maybe taking a lot of mental activity, a lot of um, challenge, a lot of it's what you're thinking of before you go to bed. You wake up in the middle of the night, you're dreaming about it. First thing when you wake up. But this is about that these fears, the nine is endings and new beginnings, and the hermit energy is that you're facing these fears, and what comes next is the 10 of swords, which is about letting things go, about the cutting away of these small t truths, those that are rooted in opinions that were given to you, the have to, the supposed to, the should, the need to, the must. And whatever fears are being spawned and rising, it's okay. Don't judge yourself. We all came here. to this giant amusement park full of fear rides to ride the rides. So you can feel those things. When you're done with them, there is a way to release those. You connect higher to the capital T truths, and then you see things from a different perspective, from a place of eternal unconditional love for yourself. You're able to release these old beliefs that no longer serve you. So I do like that for you. So many blessings to you. And then Pinky, you are up next. I am doing well. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for liking. Thank you, all of you, for all the thumbs up that you've given the video. I really appreciate it. It helps spread the Zen love. So thank you for being part of the Love Tsunami. And you want to know anything that you're learning in your current situation. All right, let's take a look here for you. All right. Well, evidently, you're learning to step into your power here. You've got the Prince of Wands, which is the fastest moving knight, but they like are on this quest for their power, understanding that whatever they focus on is what grows and expands. And even the Eight of Wands, I like how they show them shooting the energy out of their hands, going, I am growing that. So I feel like this situation that you're going through, you're learning about, if I focus on my fears or things that I feel I'm missing or things that fear will leave or come into my life, I am helping bring that or do that, because whatever I focus on is what grows and expands. Like attracts like. If a little kid goes into a donut shop and is pointing at a donut in the glass case, that baker's going to bring him a dozen of those donuts. But they're like, I hate those donuts. They're like, don't point out what you hate, point at what you love, and that's going to grow and expand. So focusing on gratitude for what is in your life, what you do want in your life, unconditional love and joy and laughter and peace, those things grow and expand. And I feel like in the current situation that you're in right now, this is what they're looking at, is, showing you the impact of the co-creative energy you have that helps expand those things. So that's what they have for you, Binky. I like it. And then the second daisy, have two daisies. So the second daisy is, what does spirit want you to know right now about anything? Love and light to you as well. Let's take a look here and see what we've got here. I got the King of Cups. So I like this. The King of Cups is the balancing of the heart and the mind. And there's this great energy of, they learn a lot. Of course, they're the king. They've gone through all the cups. One of the things, the big thing that they like to offer is this Ace of Cups is what changes your approach to anything in life. When you become that chalice, when you connect to the capital T truth of unconditional love, when you connect to this eternal unconditional love, allow that to flow down and fill you up and overflow, you're going to realize, this is what I've been looking for all my life. When you look to the outside world, disappointment, because they can't. It's a world full of desserts. You're looking for a 10-course meal that comes with two desserts, but the 10-course meal is only available inward and upward. The rest of the world is desserts. They can bring you third dessert, fourth dessert, fifth dessert, but first and second dessert and that 10-course meal you find in your own heart. And it transforms how you perceive everything out there in the outside world too. So there definitely is this nudging. Spirit wants you to know, focus on the love from above, and it transforms your entire how you see the outside world as well. So that is what is coming in for you. So thank you so much. And no, LA, I haven't gotten to you yet, and I don't know if I'm going to. You're still like 3 away. And I'm heading out in like 5 minutes. So I do want to make sure to tell everyone here. I will be headed in here. When I head out of here, I'll be headed over to my Praying Mantis members. I have a part of the membership is that you have access to an exclusive free readings after every single one of these free sessions. And then also on Sunday nights, we have a Q&A at 6 p.m. Mountain, where we just people ask questions about me, around spirit, whatever. We just had a great conversation for the first one. So that is what they have there. And so if you're interested in memberships, Here's the video that talks about it. And there's also giveaways available in there, both for members. There's weekly giveaways for this month of membership marathon. And also for those of you who don't become members, there's a big thank you for everyone. Tomorrow I've been doing live readings for a year. I can't believe it's already been a year. But there's if you watch the video and you comment, there's also a big monthly drawing at the end of the month, whether you're a member or not. So be sure to check that out if you're interested on the giveaways. And then also for all my subscribers, every Monday, whoops, I do have a giveaway, which here's the little link here. So on Tuesdays, I put out a video announcing what I'm giving away the following Monday and how you can get into the drawing. So if you're interested in getting into that, you can check that video as well. Each week, I do put out at least one pick a card reading. So I didn't get to your free reading. I will be back in, let's see, it's almost one, like going on at 6, so 5 hours from now, I'll be back for my evening session. If you can't wait and you want answers now, or you want answers now and come back later, you can do both. The pick a card readings, I have relationships, abundance, career, life purpose, all that kind of there. This week's pick a card was about how can I transform betrayal. So if you're ready to transform your betrayal emotions, it's a great pick a card. And then also each week I put out a Take 10 with Zen, which is a video that's 10 minutes or less that talks about how to connect to spirit, connect to the powerful self, and also I answer questions for my subscribers. For anyone at a Praying Mantis membership level or above, you get early access to the next pick a card, the next take 10, and I'm going to be working on meditations here soon, and you'll get advanced access to that as well. So those I wanted to make sure that everyone knew about all of those things. And I will be headed out here in 3 minutes, but I do want to do a couple more here. So Shravani Nagosi, so you're failing 3 subjects in your second semester graduate. You don't know what to do. You'll clear the subject. I'm going to design Okay, we'll take a look here. We, we do have the death and the rebirth card here, which out of the destruction comes the mighty, mighty phoenix. So you can still, achieve. I feel like one of the big things they're talking about here is, facing the fear. The phoenix doesn't fear burning down because it knows it will always rise. And that even if we fail at something or don't pass something, that we can still progress, we can still move forward, we can still be, successful in who we are. Fear will take us out of our mind. It'll take us into our cat mind, which taking tests when we're in fear, we don't do well because um, we go into fight or flight mode. The intelligent, compassionate, loving person is booted out of our head, and a little 2-year-old and the cat, their pet cat, are who takes the test. So anything you can do to step out of fears helps you toward those things. It's within your power. You've got a brilliant, intelligent mind, but when you're in fear, you don't get to access it. So anything you can do to relieve yourself of the fear of failure and go, what if I fail? What if I fail this test? I'll retake it. So what if it puts you back another semester? Oh, what will people think, right? Look into your fears and release yourself from it because um, you are an amazing, powerful phoenix. So remember that. Right. And then Nikitha, hello, hello. You said you want to know what are wise feelings and next actions. And you got the Queen of Pentacles. So their feelings like here, we've got this energy here of they feel like you're this nurturer. They feel like you are this abundance. There is this sensuality that's here too. Next actions towards you, I feel like they will express as the Queen of Pentacles is about abundance. It is about this, energy of abundance and fulfillment. So I feel like there will be action in the future. I just feel like now too, the Queen of Pentacles is pointing you back to Mother Nature, Mother Nurture for yourself. So, it is a time for you to focus on your worth, your wholeness, nurture yourself as well. And that helps move things forward too. So that's what we have coming in there. All right. Hey, Angelique, if you made a donation, I'm actually headed off here to my praying mantis session. So if you did make a donation, I'm not sure if you did because you said back to your cancer there, but I'm headed off. So I can catch you in another session, or I can email you if you email me um, if you did make a donation. But I'm headed out, so apologies. That I'm not able to do it right away immediately. But I'm wishing all of you the very, very best. And please know, as you're going throughout each and every second of every day of your life, that you are unconditionally loved by the mother and the father of all things. And of course, I love you guys too. So until I see you guys again, have a great rest of your day or night, wherever you're at in the world. I will be back in 5 hours, so you can catch me then. But until then, much love to you. You guys hang in there and you take care. We'll see you soon.